Good morning. The customs, usage, the prevailing laws are later on being controlled by the sovereignty. Sovereignty initially king, later on constitution and the elected representative forum, legislation, etc. on recommendation of some commissions or law commission later on. Like that, in Christianity, Indian Divorce Act, there was a provision that the divorce, dissolution of marriage, granted by the lower court should be approved on reference by the High Court, consisting 3 judges. Later on, they have deleted it because that is somewhat that community want to liberalize the divorce procedure. Similarly, talaq system, pronouncing triple talaq, talaq di, talaq di, talaq di, is also causing much problems. Like that, they are taking advantage of that and victimizing the women folk. So the central government has brought a landmark statute to control that triple talaq systems. So normally we never concentrated on that act because in Tamil Nadu, those acts, Tamil Nadu culture of Muslims are totally like Tamil culture. They only give importance to prayer and festivals, and other personal laws they normally follow the Tamil culture. However, it is our duty to have knowledge about that act also. There is one judgment of Supreme Court which deals with this act rising from Karnataka. Kerala. AR 2021, Supreme Court 225. Rahana Jalal versus State of Kerala. You kindly just understand the facts of the case, history. That was the marriage between the second respondent and the appellant son was solemnized on 14th May 2016. They have a child born May 2017. On 27/8/2020, the second respondent, the first wife, filed a complaint that 498A and 384 IPC, Muslim Women Protections of Rights on Marriage Act 1990. The information was registered, and the allegation that on 5/12/2019 at about 2:30 p.m. the appellant's son pronounced talaq 3 times at their house. Following this, he married, second marriage. See, this is what had happened. So, therefore, the appellant means the boy's mother, whose anticipatory bail was rejected by the Honorable High Court. So, she went to Supreme Court. The misreading of the provisions by the High Court was that there is a bar to grant anticipatory bail. Therefore, the Supreme Court interpreted redundant certain acts, how to implement the provisions of the said act. They have incorporated provisions of Act 2019. Talaq to be void and illegal. Any pronouncement of talaq by a Muslim husband upon his wife by words either spoken or written or in electric form, any other manner whatsoever, shall be void and illegal. Any Muslim husband who pronounced talaq referred in section 3 upon his wife shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years and shall also liable to be fined. Then the question arises anticipatory bail. They say section 7, notwithstanding anything contained in the Code of Criminal Procedure, offence punishable as act shall be cognizable If information relating to commission offence is given to an officer of a police station by the married Muslim upon whom talaq pronounced, or any person related to her by blood or marriage, an offence punishable under this act shall be compoundable at the instance of married woman upon whom talaq is pronounced. Then no person accused of offence punishable shall be released on bail. This is most important. Unless the magistrate, on an application filed by the accused, and after hearing the married Muslim woman upon whom talaq is pronounced, is satisfied there are reasonable grounds for granting bail to that. So this provisions was wrongly read by the High Court, and they have dismissed the anticipatory bail. But the Supreme Court says, after reading out so many relevant judgments pertaining to several other special acts where anticipatory bail was barred or restricted, instead of saying bar, restricted, because the time and again Supreme Court has said if there is prima facie material, there is no allegations in the FIR, then the court can grant even anticipatory bail for want of necessary ingredients in the special act. Here they say the mother may not be an accused. Mother may not be the accused because the mother-in-law was not the person who pronounced talaq, and it was the married man, Muslim man, pronounced it. Therefore, the bar or restriction of act to grant bail is not properly understood by the High Court. Therefore, they say direct the event of arrest of the appellant shall be released on bail by the competent court, subject to her filing a personal bond of rupees 25,000 they have granted. So several Prithviraj Chauhan case and so many other cases were discussed how anticipatory bail would be in Hema Misra versus State of UP. All these cases were discussed to grant bail. Therefore, the Kerala High Court judgment was set aside, and they have only stated that if there is no facts or evidence or material to attract the offence for which the accused is being arrested and remanded, then the court cannot look into the bar or restrictions in granting anticipatory bail or bail. That was the say. Like SC/ST atrocities case, Organizers Offenders Act, so many acts has been discussed in this case. So kindly keep this for other purposes whenever you file anticipatory bail. Normally under the SC/ST Atrocities Act, we file 482 CRPC instead of anticipatory bail because there is a bar in grant of anticipatory bail. There was specific bar in grant of anticipatory bail. Here in this Act, Right on Marriage Act 2018, Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Act 2019, did not bar, simply say bail may be granted on hearing Muslim married woman. So in this specific Muslim man and Muslim married woman are the necessary probable parties, and complaint could be registered on behalf of the Muslim married woman also. That is most important. Therefore, kindly understood the way of interpretation of the Supreme Court. This judgment is somewhat law because it was by Dhananjaya Chandrachud, Indu Malhotra and Indira Banerjee. Therefore, I request all to go through this judgment and keep it on your file, and go through the other judgment of the Hema Misra case and Prithviraj Chauhan case, all these cases, and Balachand Jain cases by downloading that applications, that judgments, to understand that the concept of interpretation of law in invoking the right to live, because rights cannot be denied except on due process of law. Best wishes.